Hello and welcome to Exploring Post Offices, Michigan, and hopefully in the United States. And on today's episode, we're in a small town with some wineries, some live music, and some awesome lakes that you can combine those three in whatever way you'd like. Welcome to Paw Paw, Michigan. We're gonna walk around, take a little bit of a glimpse around this area, and let's talk about it. Paw Paw is in the southwest part of Michigan in Van Buren County with a population of around 3,362 according to the 2020 census. From 1832 to 1833, 4 men, Rodney Hinckley, a farmer, Pierce Barber, a sawmill builder, and 2 businessmen, Peter Gremps and Lyman J. Daniels, were the first noted Westerners to start growth in the Paw Paw area. The town gets its name from the Paw Paw tropical plants that grow in southwest Michigan from September to October. Asamina tribola, or the American Paw Paw, derives from a couple of things. Asamina comes from the native name of Ras Samin. Rasi means divided lengthwise into equal parts, and min meaning fruit/seed/berry. When the town was incorporated as a village in 1837, the name was chosen because there was such an abundance of this plant that they decided to name it after it. With them best enjoyed fresh, these fruits have been described as a banana-mango combination that works great with smoothies. In 1864, Melinda Russell from Greenville, Tennessee, moved up to Paw Paw after being driven away from her hometown by racist whites. She was one of the first known female African-American cookbook authors in the United States. She wrote the cookbook, Domestic Cookbook, containing a careful selection of useful receipts for the kitchen to try and make enough money for her and her kid to move back to their hometown. In 1866, she self-published the book, going into more detail on her life and her ultimate goals of heading back to Greenville. But sadly, within months of publication, the town would be set ablaze. I couldn't find anything about it being racially motivated or not, but this town has gone through a good amount of major fires from 1839 to 1868. So there is some computer care stuff. There's a sandwich shop right here. So there is Maple Island, which from what I heard is actually called Goose Poop Island, due to the amount of geese around here. I gotta deal with these geese over here that want to get me too. So there's some tap houses over here. Veranda Grill, nice little open bar. I would love to come back to these places because I've already had a couple people say about my previous video in Decatur, Michigan, that I should really go check out Final Gravity and Sajo's in Delta. So I'd love to go check out those places. I've always been a really big fan of just trying new foods and trying out local places. So if you guys want me to try that, let me know. There is that. Honestly, one of my favorite buildings right here. But we have over here the Warner's Vineyard, which is where they have a winery and an event center. You can see they are already starting to make some very good progress. I honestly really liked the first one before they decided to bring it down, but that venue is a lot bigger than the other one. Enjoy the live music setting here. I got to listen to actually one of my mom's students perform at the Warner's Winery or Vineyard, and it was awesome. So we got a bookstore. There's the Perfect Storm. All the gaming stuff you could ask for in a small town. On that side, you got the florist. Got an art, what is this, a nail salon? Yeah, nail salon, creative catering. You got a Chinese restaurant right here. So you have 2 Chinese restaurants over here in the same strip. So if you want to go grab some, you can. Got some seafood place. And then this very, very cute little walk-through area, Van Buren County Park. So this is the small county park. And you can see the courthouse building kind of tucked in those trees right there. But you got barbershop, you got scoop shop, you got hot skillet, Got a couple of really cool places I would love to go check out. Chicago style hot dogs. My ultimate goal in this series and in this project is to travel to all these places and spend at least half a day to maybe even a full day in these small towns to communicate, interview, and enjoy the local areas of places that we don't really talk about that much. Obviously, we got big cities, but the small ones are as important as the big ones. So if you want to help me with this journey, and if you want to support me, interact with my content, do whatever you can. I love you guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.